Well, we already covered the All-AFC team for the 2023 NFL season. Now we're moving on to the NFC. Same format as last time. Quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 2 offensive tackles, 2 offensive guards, 1 center, 2 DNs, 2 D tackles, 3 linebackers, 2 corners, 2 safeties, a kicker, and a punter. Without further ado, we'll stop wasting time. We'll jump right into it. Starting quarterback for this NFC team might be a shocker to some, but I have Dak Prescott. Prescott, I think, had a fantastic year. I think a lot of people count him off because of that Cowboys first-round loss. That's not on him. He still put up 30-plus points. It was his defense just letting Jordan Love shred them all day that knocked him out. People forget Prescott, second most total yards in the NFL, third in the league in passing yards, most passing touchdowns at 36, and only 9 interceptions. Really cut down on that total from last year. He had a fantastic year. At the running back spot, no surprise, it's Christian McCaffrey. Most rushing yards, most scrimmage yards, most TDs. Need I say more? Other running back, I got Kyren Williams. A big breakout this year for the Rams. Kyren Williams was 3rd in the league in rushing yards, had the most rushing yards per game, and the 6th most yards per attempt. An absolute fantastic season from him. As a Notre Dame fan myself, I loved seeing him get a chance to shine. I saw him shine in South Bend, and I think he's going to have a very solid career in the NFL. Moving on to the receivers. Starting off, we have CeeDee Lamb. 1st in league receptions, 2nd in receiving yards, 3rd in touchdowns. Really led this Cowboys passing game. Had a fantastic season all around. Great stuff from CD. He's really turned into that true number 1 in Dallas they were looking for. Secondly, Amon-Ra St. Brown. A big reason why the Lions succeeded this year was how good St. Brown was. If you watched Lions games, you saw this guy absolutely shred defenses this year as he was on his way to the league, one of the league's best seasons this year, with 3rd in receptions, 3rd in yards, and 4th in touchdowns. Lastly, I decided to go with the rookie, Puka Nacua. Most receptions receiving yards by a rookie in NFL history. He was 4th in the league in yards and 9th in the league in receptions. Just simply an amazing season for a guy that had to step in a year where Cooper Kupp was mostly injured and he was their go-to guy, and he stood up to every task they gave him. Moving on to tight end. I went with George Kittle of the 49ers. Only tight end this season to eclipse 1,000 yards, which is pretty surprising for me. And on top of that, he's a fantastic blocker. You've seen it. I mean, you see the holes he opens for Christian McCaffrey. He's just built from it. He's just cut from a different cloth. He's a different breed. Offensive tackles. Starting tackle, I have Trent Williams. Best pass block win rate in the league as a tackle at 96%. It's been long known that this guy's a great tackle. It's been long known he's one of the best ever this game has seen. Give him his flowers. Other tackle, I was really tossed between Lane Johnson and Penei Sewell, but I'm with Penei Sewell of the Lions. He really led this O-line. This offense took a huge step forward in a large part to his big step up this year. 93% pass block win rate, 3rd most wins in the league. He was dominant. He was truly dominant. Offensive guards, starting off, we got Landon Dickerson. Dickerson, fantastic year for the Eagles at offensive guard. 96% pass block win rate, 81% run block win rate, which is the highest in the league by 4%. He was fantastic for the Eagles. Other guard, I have longtime Pro Bowler Zach Martin. 5th best run block win rate in the league, perennial Pro Bowler. The guy's been around for a long time for a reason. And at center, who else but Jason Kelce? I mean, the tush push is because of how great of a center this guy is. He had the 8th best run block win rate and 8th best pass block win rate among O-linemen. He's simply fantastic. Even though I'm a Giants fan, I hope he sticks around for another season because he's just an honor to watch play. Moving on to defense, though. Starting defensive ends, we have Nick Bosa and Aiden Hutchinson. Bosa statistically didn't light up the scoreboards this year. He was double-teamed 26% of the time, and he still had the 10th most rush defense wins. On top of that, 10 sacks as well. Not too shabby of a year. Other defense end, Aiden Hutchinson, 11.5 sacks, 3 forced fumble, 1 interception. Heading towards the end of the year, he was so versatile for this defense, and he was such a game breaker. He was another big reason why Detroit took a huge step up this season. At defensive tackles, I have Aaron Donald. Only 8 sacks this season, but 57 pass rush wins were the most by a defensive tackle by 10. Over one guy, and that's Dexter Lawrence, who had 47 pass rush wins, and he was double-teamed 71% of the time. And on top of that, such an elite run defender. Absolutely clogged the middle for this Giants defense that had so many injuries and so many holes in it. He was fantastic this year. Moving on to linebackers, we have Micah Parsons, 14 sacks, 18 TFLs. Best pass rush win rate in the league at 35%. He's that guy. Middle linebacker, Fred Warner, 132 tackles, 4 interceptions, 11 pass defended, 4 forced fumbles. I mean, this guy's everywhere over the field. He can guard tight ends. He can clog run holes. He can force fumbles, make turnovers, make plays. He's simply an incredible linebacker to watch. Other linebacker, I have Danielle Hunter. 16.5 sacks, 23 TFLs, which was most in the league with Max Crosby. I mean, this guy had a fantastic season, and not many guys heard about it. But he definitely deserves to get some love because Danielle Hunter was special this season. Cornerbacks, pretty easy here, honestly, for the NFC. You had Deron Bland, led the NFL with 9 interceptions this year, and an NFL record with 5 defensive touchdowns. Incredible breakout campaign for him, especially stepping up for Trayvon Diggs tearing his ACL early in the year. Other cornerback, Charvarius Ward, most passes defended in the league at 23. He had 5 interceptions, was good for 4th in the league. Really stepped into a number 1 cornerback role for the 49ers, which was really thought to be the big weakness of this team, and he showed it's quite the opposite. It's a strength. At safety, I have Jesse Bates III. I didn't see Jesse Bates having such a fantastic year in his first year in Atlanta, coming off being with Cincinnati, but he had a hell of a season. 6 interceptions, 132 tackles, 3 forced fumbles. He was that guy in Atlanta. Other safety, it was tough, but I went with Antoine Winfield Jr. Still crazy to me this guy didn't make the Pro Bowl originally. 6 forced fumbles, which was most in the league, 122 tackles and 3 interceptions. I mean, both these safeties forced 9 turnovers. Simply incredible years from them. Moving on to the kicker and punter. At kicker, I went with Brandon Aubrey of the Cowboys, 36 for 38. The guy was as consistent as they come. He had a 60-yarder as his long. First year in the NFL, simply amazing stuff. And with punter, I'm with Jamie Gillian of the Giants. 95 punts in the year, most in the NFC. A 74-yard punt was his longest, and 35 punts inside the 20-yard line this season. By far the most in the NFC. Fantastic year from him. Great stuff from the Scottish Hammer. And that'll do it. That's my all AFC and all NFC teams for the year. If you didn't see the first one, go check it out. Let me know if you think I missed anyone or snubbed anyone down below. I'll make sure to get back at you guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace.